showing that you care about people's stories. Like, to me, that's really was where being an ally begins. But if you're just being friendly, you're not necessarily being an ally. I think where it clicks into really being an ally is encouraging people that, like, you are somebody that they can be their authentic self around, which really creates a safe space for all people. When you're just open to going, wow, I see the Spirit of God in them, and the Spirit of God in them, the Spirit of God in them. They're a little squirrely, but I see the Spirit of God in them. Just like allowing yourself to go there, I think helps click you in from the being a friendly person to being an allied person.
Yeah, I like that click idea, because I do think it's taking a next step. There's like another movement that has to happen in order to be an ally, because being a friend, being a nice person, that's one thing, but there's an action step that has to happen where you're not just being nice to someone, but you are working on their behalf. So if somebody is going through a tough time, you're a friend if you're like, hey, I hope your day gets better. But you're an ally if you're actively trying to help make their day better. And so I do think we have to figure out how to flip that switch into the next thing, because if somebody's going through a battle, whether it's a mental health issue or anything else in the world, there's lots of tools you can bring to a battle to help someone fight through something. But if someone is hungry, but they need armor, and you show up with more food or whatever, you're not bringing what they need to the table. You have to bring what's actually helpful in the situation. So I think an ally is you gotta put in some work. I think for me, speaking as a minority and being an African-American Black person who is also female, I think the biggest allies make room for people who don't usually have room. And so for me, that's been when people have said, hey, why don't you come speak over here? Or why don't you come over here and bring your perspective? And it's not just to make it diverse, because that can get super annoying if you're just like, hey, would you come be the Black person who speaks on all things Black people? No, I can't, because I'm just me. But if you invite me to have a seat at the table because I am who I am and I have the experiences that I have, that is meaningful. And I think the more we can make space for people who don't usually have space made for them, that is being a good ally.